Those things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I want to welcome everybody to, you know what I mean? The greatest sports podcast that you never heard. It's the Zone Sports Podcast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You hear my homie over there with the human air horns, you know what I mean? You know who he be. That's the guy over there, you know what I mean? That homie Corey, aka he never telling the same old tired story. You feel me? You see him over there with the hat on, you know what I mean? The Eastern Conference Finals hat right there. Oh my
this is
God.
the 2024 NBA draft.
Oh,
NBA
pardon me. Pardon me.
draft.
I thought it was Eastern Conference joint. Oh, okay, okay. See, the sun was on a little bit. I see
Hey,
it
Dad,
now.
no, I had to close the blinds.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that hat is tough. We gonna get to that hat.
Yo,
Yo,
real quick. It took forever for me to find this hat because I had to buy it on draft day, on
this,
draft night.
this, this draft night.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can't find it in like the typical team stores on NBA.com. Like they got the NBA logo with the draft hats, like the Lakers and all that, but they don't just have just the official just NBA logo. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I found one on some offshoot website. And I was like, yo, man, I hope this mother don't take my money. But they
Hey,
came through in the clutch. Shout out to Cap Hunters, baby. $35. Cap Hunters. I couldn't even find it on the NBA website, but I'm done. Go ahead, Big V. You know I can talk.
hey, $35 for that hat is insane. I love that hat. Rest in peace to the logo, Jerry. Rest one time. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. I'm the other half of your host, your boy Big V. You know what I'm saying? Call me Mr. Fresh Off Tour. You feel me? I still got the plane fuel on my clothes, Corey. You heard? You
Oh,
know what I mean? Yo, shout out to Connecticut, shout out to Rhode Island, shout out to New Hampshire.
word.
Yo, real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Billy Dance from MOP. Real
Mm,
quick, I was on tour. I shared a stage.
what?
I shared a stage with the homie Billy Dance.
Get out, yo. That's big,
Yo,
yo.
you know, thank you, man. I'm gonna tell you, and this is probably the furthest thing that people are gonna expect to hear. Billy Dance is in my top 10 list of stage performers, Corey.
Mm, mm.
I know none of y'all probably will ever get to see him as a solo act, let alone probably get to see MOP as a crew. They tour a lot overseas. They still moving and shaking in the US, you know what I mean, doing their thing, but they kind of like a Onyx where they still
Energy.
getting so much they getting so much money overseas and doing whatever else they be doing,
Mm,
Corey.
mm.
Yo, I had a show with Billy Dance out in Rhode Island. Shout out to Providence too. What's up, man? Um Corey, let me tell you, on this tour, I learned a lot. I already knew about this, but I learned a lot about just being a professional. Billy Dance is such a professional, Corey. He was there before anybody else, before sound check. He is 30
Wow.
years in the game and still doing the sound check how it's supposed to be done, Corey. He was there like he was a brand new artist. When I saw him, Corey, I went back. He went after he did the sound check. I bro, I was setting up my merch, and I said to myself, "Who the fuck is that
Yeah,
sounding like that? That their voice is crazy. Who is that?"
yeah.
Turn around, it's fucking Billy Dance doing the sound check,
I would have
bro.
lost it.
Bro, I went backstage when he got done doing the sound check. I introduced myself. I said, "Yo, bro, I fucking love you." I said, "Your music raised me." I said, "You have no idea what that Firing Squad album did for me." And I think it might have been the Warriors album. Is that the one with Cold as Ice and all that?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Bro, the Breaking the Rules record, the Blood, Sweat, and Tears out record. Man, listen, I told him, I said, yo, you have no clue what your music has
yeah.
done. I said, I can't even believe that you're here right now
That's
doing
crazy.
doing sound check. He said,
Wow.
yo, he said, what up? He said, I'm 30 years in the game. What am I supposed to be doing? I said, I never seen somebody of your stature just be so prompt too. I mean, you heard a sound check before me. I'm getting here 2 and 3 hours before the show start. You
Yeah.
you here before me, and you 30 years in the game. I gotta salute you,
Wow.
man. I said, I gotta salute you. He said, you don't get to be 30 years in the game by not doing the little things. Man,
Mm,
what so professional.
wow.
Bro, him as an artist on stage was incredible. His stage show is amazing. In my top 10 list of performers that I've ever seen in my life. And I have people like Nas up there. I have
Hmm.
people like Currency up there. I have people that I've really seen, and not people just go up there and just hold the mic and
Yeah.
just chill and just hold a dick. No, this guy is putting on a clinic and performing.
Mm. Wow.
Like Like I'm telling you, Corey, I was so impressed, man.
And
Shout
Zoom
out.
like, by the way. Just,
Oh,
just
they liked. I
the
missed it.
light symbol. They did it again.
Oh, they did it again.
Did
Hey,
it again.
Zoom, man. Zoom. I think Zoom is for hip hop. I'm almost certain at this point that Zoom is for sports and hip hop, especially hip hop. We brought up Little Kim last week and Tyra Banks the other week. They thumbs up that, you know what I mean? So now they thumbing up Billy Dance. Hey,
Oh, no. Hey, he deserves one.
and you know what? MOP as a whole deserves a salute for putting salute in the game. They were
You
the
right.
first people to say salute.
Yo,
You
that's
know what
crazy.
I
I never
mean?
thought of it that way.
They were. They were in the 90s, they were saying salute. They were. They were. You know what I mean? Um, man,
Oh, that's crazy.
Billy
Good for
Dance.
you, man. That's dope. I love. That's a great story, man. That's and you can apply that to really almost anything,
Yeah.
any walk of life. You know, the little thing.
And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, Corey, during this tour. I just when he was performing, I was in the crowd fanning out. Like I literally was fanning out to the point he put the mic towards me, pause, and had me doing some of the lyrics of the song they were doing.
Yo.
Man, yeah, shout out my guy Conflict. My guy Conflict actually caught some footage of that and sent it to my phone.
Oh, that's dope. Oh,
I,
that's dope. I bet you're gonna remember that forever, dude.
Man, bro, man, listen, forever and forever. Then me
Wow.
and after the show, we shared a conversation, me and Billy Dance, about possibly putting some work in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. You know, I'm definitely
Word.
going to
Hey,
try
good
to.
for you, man, because you've been grinding for a minute. And
Yeah,
this is how things start. Not
mm,
saying that you haven't started already,
of
but this
course.
is how things expand. Let me use that word. That's how it happens, man. This is exactly the way you're doing it is exactly how it happens.
And it's so crazy because he said, man, I'm giving him the CD and everything. To see, I'm telling him, he was like, bro, he said, yo, you say you from North Carolina? I said, yeah. He said, yo, I used to be out in Rocky Mount a little bit.
Oh, not the 252. Yo.
I said, yo, I'm from Kinston, which is about an hour from there.
Rocky Mount. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said, yo, he dapped me up. He said, man, salute. I
Yeah.
said, yo.
Hey, and that's one of those things with Rocky Mount. Salute to everyone in Rocky Mount. If you know, you know.
If you know,
Rocky
you
Mount.
know. If you
Rocky
know, you
Mount
know.
is a real place.
Stop playing. Hey, stop.
Hey,
Hey. Think it's sweet if you want to. Go to Rocky Mount. Think it's sweet if
you
you
be
want to.
hey,
All
you
right.
be careful where you creep at out there in Rocky Mount, homeboy.
And
That's all I'm gonna say.
and that's
Okay?
in the 252
Yeah,
period. You feel me? I just want to let you know that,
right.
So when Billy Dance said he knew about Rocky Mount,
Yeah.
he had to say less.
I'm gonna say I
He had to
wouldn't even
say less.
ask him what was he doing in Rocky
No, no,
Mount
no, no,
because
no, no, no,
you
no,
don't
no.
want to know.
No. I'm from the 252. If Billy Dance said I used to be in Rocky Mount, say less. Say less. I
Hey,
ain't even,
message heard loud and clear.
bro, after he said that, this all that happened. That's it. That's it. Little doubt. Little
Yep.
doubt. Hey,
No
salute.
explanation needed.
Nah. No. I said, man, I'm from Kingston. He said, I used to be over there in Rocky Mount. That, hey, salute, fam. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't have to ask about what that was about. Yeah.
Nope, no.
No. Don't not dare. Don't not dare. No.
Nah.
So, he said, it was crazy because, man, he told me, he said, bro, I fuck with you, man. He said, hit me up. I said, man,
Yo,
yo, man,
oh, that's crazy.
I'm thinking, I said, man, okay, that's cool. He said, nah. hit me up, hit me on the DM. I said, man, okay. He said, bro, hit me on the DM till I reply. I said,
Wow.
I said,
Because it sounds like Hollywood talk, which
so,
obviously nothing about him is Hollywood. I'm just saying that, you can't say that's a cool thing to say.
it just in this business, I've heard it 4 million times.
Yeah.
But when I hear from people of certain stature,
Mhm.
I always say, I said, man, hit you till you reply. You sure I don't want to bug you? You Billy
Right,
Dance.
right,
He
right.
said, he looked at me, Corey, he said, nigga, I said hit me till I reply. Hey. I'm gonna let you get up out of here on that note. Salute. You feel me? Say less.
Yo,
So,
he's a real dude. He sound like a real dude, bro.
man, oh man, bro, I promise you, more than what I was expecting. Very
Wow.
humble, very
That's
humble,
cool.
very professional. Like I just can't put the emphasis on professional. After
Mm.
his stage set, Corey, he came off and took pictures with everybody. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, this is the
You
guy
know,
who was part of Annie Up and was signed to Rock and whose main producer is DJ Premier, Corey. His main producer is DJ Premier. I
and you
want to
know,
tell people he was on the remix of They Don't Know by Jay-Z. Turn my music high, high, high. You know, absolutely.
and then real quick, man, this is what I love about the generation that we're in, not shitting on obviously the young, because hip hop is always growing and evolving, and whether we like it or not, or at least to a certain degree, it's always there. But I love to see hip hop artists in particular. That's my favorite genre of music, where you grew up listening to like these, like MOP was out like in the late 90s and it had a killer run during the 2000s, right?
Right.
And then like I just pull up Billy's profile on Wikipedia. The man is 50 years old, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that to slight. I'm saying it that you could tell how much he loves to do this. Because after a while, I just don't feel like you're doing it solely for the money, right? You're doing it for the love. You love what you do. You're at sound check 30,000 hours before everybody else because you care how you look on stage. You're not, it wasn't just a hop in and hop out, go, let me get my millions and then kind of slide off. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm still doing it. Look, I ain't saying it can't be because of the money, but the way you just described him, it ain't just because of the money. He cares about how he presents himself. Another quick story, real quick, way less impressive than what you just talked about. I watched Drink Champs the other day, and they had Young MC up there. Again,
What
rapper,
episode? What episode?
man, and you're talking, he went into everything that he does to craft in his stage performance and how he has a set depending on which city
What
he
city?
is
What
in,
crowd? What
what
city?
crowd he
Bro,
crafts. So like most artists, they have a set stage list no matter where they at.
yes.
Oh no, not Young MC.
No.
Young MC is so they ain't gonna keep blabbering about it, but he cares about his performance, and it sounds like Billy does too. And that's just cool to see, especially in our generation of hip hop artists that we grew up admiring and idolizing.
Corey, I'm glad you brought it up. And people, I know this is supposed to be a sports pod, but listen, this is sports and hip hop. We talk about both. This
Yeah,
sports, hip hop,
tie it
gaming. You know what I mean?
in.
If you've been following us, you know we used to be a hip hop podcast. So you know what I'm saying. So we got to still keep it on some hip hop, baby. Because without hip hop, what is sports without hip hop? When you're looking at the playoffs, they playing nothing but hip hop. You feel me? They're not
Hey,
playing Billy Joel. You know what I mean? They playing Drake. They playing Kendrick. They playing Dave East. They playing all kind of stuff. You heard? Like,
well, you know what Jay-Z said, the rappers, they want to be us and we want to be the athletes.
yeah, yeah,
It
it's a fact.
intersects.
It's a fact. It's a fact, man. I love the fact that you brought that Young MC episode up because Corey, when I was hearing that, I realized how far I am from them. They are led. They are 30 plus years in the Young MC got to be at least 40 plus years in the game right now. He has
Oh,
been easy. Corey, that episode for me was so inspiring because I am one of those guys who have one track set list when I
yeah.
go. This guy has a set list for everything.
I never
And
heard
no,
that
I
before.
never heard of it. I never, bro. That is up there with kind of like when we found out Jay-Z don't write. Like that is up there, bro. Like that is
Yeah,
be praised. You
yeah.
have a set list for almost every occasion, and you know it by heart.
My heart.
So all you
Yeah.
gotta do is go in the crates or tell, oh, yo, here go the drive, yo, throw this here. Bro, and then what was more impressive, he used to DJ his own sets. Dog,
What are you
yeah,
talking about here?
dog, I learned so much from that, and it just fueled my work ethic even more,
Yeah.
being the fact that I'm 41 and I'm still doing this. These cats is 50 plus
Yeah.
and still hungry and still have the new artists like just mantra about them. It is mind blowing,
It's
Corey.
beautiful to see too, because I love growing up with
Yes,
hip hop because and the stigma is that, oh, it's a young man's sport. And I'm calling bullshit on that. Like,
yeah,
you still do it as long as you care about what you do. You ain't never too old or too young.
never. And hip hop is the only genre that has that stink on it. And I'm glad now it is being broken by artists by Nas still being on tour. Ghostface, though. I just saw Nas and the whole Wu-Tang on tour last year.
That's
I just,
crazy, right?
it is crazy. Rakim just put out an album. He is still okay. Like he is still getting money. I just learned too that LL has given a certain artist equity in the Rock the Bells tour, such as a
Yes.
Roxanne
Yeah.
Shantae and
Yep.
people like that. Like that is, bro.
That.
Salt and Pepper, bro. I love, bro. They are still doing their thing, bro. Onyx tours so much out of the country. It ain't even funny.
That's
Like
great.
I love the fact that they are still doing what they love to do, and it's inspirational for people like me who are doing it on an independent level, getting my pennies here and there when I can, not the thousands of dollars that they're accustomed to. I'm just getting my little pennies and trying to get out the way and trying to sell my merch here and do my thing. Um, yeah, a lot of people I know have failed and quit during this time, but Corey, I've come too far. I've signed too many autographs. I've
Yeah.
been in. I'm in demand. I'm in demand on a small scale so much. People want to see me. People want to hear from me. I got to keep doing it. I got to keep doing it, and I won't stop doing it. You know
And
what
you
I
know
mean?
what? I bet you there's not a price that you can assign to that conversation you had with Billy.
No, no, no,
You
no,
know what I'm
no,
saying? Like,
no, no. And keep in mind, I just had a convo with Currency the other month when I was when I was down there performing in New Orleans. It's just like God just keeps it just keeps just a little bit more, just a little bit more,
yeah,
just a little bit more. And like you said, this is how things happen, Corey. And I'm glad I want to keep it on hip hop, Corey, because they said it's been. Let me see. It could possibly be over 20 something years at this point since the famous Jay-Z versus Fat Joe blackout game, Corey. I don't know if you remember that. I don't know if you remember that was supposed to happen. But
you talking
guess
about the,
what?
the Rutgers?
The Rucker game that never happened, Corey.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
never
I
happened,
heard about
Corey.
that story. Yeah.
For
Yo,
ladies,
that's crazy. Go ahead, Big B.
ladies and gentlemen who are too, for those that don't remember, maybe too young to listen to this podcast, New York had a blackout, a literal blackout where there wasn't any lights in the whole New York state. It was insane. You know what I mean? Like it was a time. I think that day that the blackout happened, Jay-Z and Fat Joe were supposed to have a basketball game at Rucker Park.
Yeah.
I want to read you Team Jay-Z. Sebastian Telfeather, Jamal Crawford, LeBron James, um, Lamar Odom, and Shaquille O'Neal.
Mm.
Team Fat Joe, Stephon Marbury, Allen Iverson, Carmelo Anthony, Jermaine O'Neal, and Yao Ming. Corey, who do you got winning that game, Corey? I gotta know. Who do you got, boy? Who do you got winning the blackout game? Who do you have, bro? Do you got Team Hover or Team Fat Joe, Team Don Cartagena, my G? Who you rolling with, man?
Yeah.
This a tough one, boy.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. I'm a, Don Cartagena had AI on the squad, right?
He had a backcourt consisting of Allen Iverson and Stephon Marbury, and this is '03 Marbury too. 03, somewhere along that line, at 03 Iverson, when he was still with the Sixers, and Carmelo Anthony, when he was with Denver, Corey, and remind you how much of a monster Jermaine O'Neal was.
Yeah. And then Hove had Shaq.
Hove had Shaq, Lamar Odom, a young LeBron James.
LeBron James.
The young Jamal Crawford and Sebastian Telfair, who some people may not know, he was a great, nice handle point guard.
And this is Shaq in 03.
Yeah, with the Lakers too, Corey. You know what I
mean? Yeah. I'm gonna. God, that's a hell of a question. I'm gonna slightly go with Team Hove because of the Shaq deal. I don't think Yao Ming couldn't have done much with Shaq on that. That's the only part where I'm giving. Because gosh, you got a young LeBron James. Is he ready yet? Is he ready for AI at that point? God, I'm gonna stick with it.
No, is he ready for Melo? He will be checking Melo.
Yeah, you
see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, okay. I'm sticking with the pick. With Shaq would have been the X factor. Gosh, matter of fact, I don't want to speak about the Rucker. People keep asking me about the Rucker. Matter of fact, I don't want to
talk about. You know what I mean?
Talk about the
Hey, look, man.
Wow, who do you have? That's probably one of the best questions you asked since we've been doing this.
Man, listen,
it's crazy.
Listen, bro, it's hard to bet against Shaq. It's hard, Corey, but I'm gonna have to go Team Fat Joe, Corey. You know, listen,
get mad at that.
Corey, how can I deny Allen Iverson and Marbury in that backcourt? Bro, and I get it because listen, push gonna shove, they're gonna give it to Shaq, and Shaq was the guy then. Yeah. But I can't,
I wouldn't take any bets on that game. I'll put it to you.
Oh my God! Can you imagine the side bets on the streets on that game, bro? Oh my God! Millions of dollars are probably at stake, Corey. Wow. I would have to go Team Fat Joe. I think Melo could hold down the young Bron. I think that still would have been a battle. I just can't go against that backcourt of Stephon Marbury and Allen Iverson against Sebastian and Jamal Crawford. I just can't do it. And I think that Jermaine O'Neal and Lamar Odom would have been in the same matchup. Oh my God. Yeah, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. I still got Team Fat Joe, man. Team Fat Joe.
I'm upset that this game never happened now. Like, I'm really, like, I never paid attention to who was going to be on the roster. I just thought it was something that they were just doing just to big up, New York and all that. Like, okay, big deal. What's the big deal, Fat Joe? Now I see why it's a big deal. I had no idea about the roster.
Yes, the roster was insane. What a game that would have been. What a game that would have been.
Wow.
Corey, I want to give a major shout out real quick. To the NCAA, especially on the football side. I want to give a shout out. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to y'all for being so fucking stupid that it ain't even funny. I'm so confused at why y'all issued a show clause for my man Jim Harbaugh. I know it happened weeks ago, but I just want to talk about it. Y'all have to be the stupidest organization alive from between all the organizations from NCAA, MLB, NBA, tennis, golf, PGA. Y'all have to be the stupidest organization. Like, y'all really think that y'all issuing Jim Harbaugh, a show clause, y'all really think that did anything to the situation? It did not a damn thing. Y'all really think that he cares and is going to come back or do anything involving college? He's not. If he was going to do that, he would have stayed. He's gone. That show clause would never take place. So for y'all wasting valuable press resources, even announcing this bullshit, having this shit come across my ESPN screen all day fucking long to happen, was a waste of my eyesight and y'all energy. I don't understand. And speaking of eyesight, how the hell is the footage just now really like getting certified that was the assistant coach from Michigan on the sideline on that school, Corey. They just figured that they just now are really stamping, that was him. Everybody knew it was him, but y'all.
Yeah. I mean, Stevie Wonder could have saw that was kind of making the Stallions, as I dubbed them a few months ago, on that sideline. And that's the problem with the NCAA, man.
Corey, like, what are y'all doing? Like, why did they have to come out and say, okay, we have certified that was Connor Stallion now? Nobody, bro, we all knew. You didn't have to air that and waste valuable resources sitting there putting that press out that y'all had now verified that was him. We knew it was him. We knew it was his stupid ass over there with them shades on, looking dumb as hell. We knew that was him. We didn't need y'all to come out and say that now. But again, I gotta salute y'all for just being so stupid as usual. You know what I mean? Just stupid.
And you know, the thing real quick, Big V, is that the issue really with the NCAA and really almost any punishment of any of the professional leagues, whether it's New England with Spygate, y'all with Michigan, Houston Astros with Major League Baseball or whatever sport you want to right? Y'all won a championship last year. Are they going to take that away? I'll answer it. No, they're not going to take it away. The Houston Astros, are they going to take away the 2017 World Series? No. The Spygate and the Deflategate with the New England Patriots, are they going to take the championship away? No. So then what are we talking about then? What are we talking? Oh, we're going to screw you up for next year. Who's to say we would have won next year anyway? Like that, to me, if you really want to start getting at the nuts and bolts, Pauls, of all this stuff here, threaten to take away some championships. But they ain't going to do that because the NCAA, in this case, they don't mind it. You see how slow they moving? The Big Ten had to initiate the suspension for Jim Harbaugh. That wasn't the NCAA. We probably wouldn't have gotten nothing down until today.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, man? It doesn't matter at this point.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Again, it just seems stupid. Just seems stupid, Corey.
You know.
In football news, NFL. You know, I don't even know. This isn't even news. Aaron Rodgers is at it again, Corey. He's at it again. Aaron Rodgers is at it again. Corey, we've been doing this podcast for at least 3 NFL seasons straight, and every preseason we have to come up here and say these words. Yo, Aaron Rodgers is at it again. He's at it again. He's doing what he does. He's missing practice, unexcused absences, not clearing it with the coach. What else is new, Corey? What else is new? But still in that bag of they knew why I wasn't here. Dude, nobody let the head coach tell it. He had no fucking clue where you was at. He had no clue.
In Egypt. Come on, son.
Said, fuck them OTAs. I'm going to Egypt, dog. Yo, that is crazy. Like, Corey, like, that he was issued unexcused absences during the OTA.
Yeah.
And mind you, I know y'all are probably like, this is Aaron Rodgers. Why is it a big deal? This was mandatory OTAs. It is, in my mind, maybe you should probably be there to build the camaraderie since you played half a snap last year before you got hurt. You would think you would be in there trying to galvanize the troops, as Stephen A would say. You know what I mean? And trying to uplift the team. But who am I kidding? That's not who you are. That's not who you are, Aaron. And it's crazy because you would think extra you would try to be there, being the fact that you're not part of a winning organization. The Jets aren't a winning organization. Winning isn't even part of y'all reputation. They got you to change that. And here you are in Egypt, looking at pyramids and shit. Corey.
There's been so much made about why Aaron Rodgers isn't playing in preseason and all that. And Cat's like, yo, he's a vet. He's a Super Bowl winning champion. what 2, 3 time MVP. Dude, I hear all of that, and I'm not disputing that's something we can never take away.
Right.
But is your offensive line MVPs? Are they Hall of Famers? The people who you throwing to, are they Hall of Famers? Do you have any type of timing rhythm down? Yeah, you got practice, and this is the best argument I've been hearing, mostly on First Take, but amongst other sources as well, is that yeah, but see, here's the deal. See, in practice, man, you got on that red jersey. That means you ain't getting touched, right? Well, in a preseason game, you know, you're gonna get touched, and that's the point. The point I'm making is that practice, at least for the quarterback, isn't the same as it is in a preseason game, let alone a regular season game. You said it best. You took 4 snaps last year, bro. 4 snaps. And I get it. You coming off an Achilles. Dog, we can't get one series in? One? Not one? Okay. Now, him and the Jets play my beloved 49ers. We got issues of our own. Everybody knows that with the holdout of Trent Williams and Brandon Ayuk. Got it. If we was ever going to get had, it would be in week 1. Oh, but wait a minute. Y'all don't want to pay our pass rusher Hassan Reddick or whatever. Y'all don't want to pay him. Now let me get, my wife and I, we were talking about this the other day. If I remember correctly, Aaron Rodgers took a pay cut.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give Aaron Rodgers a smidge of credit here. He took a $35 million pay cut for stuff just like this, so we could sign players like Hassan Reddick for situations just like this. Jets, what are you doing? What? Listen, if we don't have Trent Williams, that's going to make it an interesting game, right? But if they got Hassan Reddick and we don't have Trent Williams, our left tackle, I would probably even give it to the Jets to win that game. So I don't know what the Jets is doing. Getting back to your earlier point, Big V, y'all need to play. Yeah. Okay? Ain't nobody looking sexy right now, okay?
Yeah. And this all, and it's crazy because this is a call back to what we were just discussing with Billy Dance. 30 years in, and his professionalism is still like day one. Aaron Rodgers, you can learn a lot from Billy Dance. Billy Dance has won personal championships of his own. You can't find too many movies without fucking Andy Up in it. Try it. Right. Andy Up has been everywhere.
He could probably live off that forever, bro. He probably have to do nothing else. He probably don't even have to tour if he don't want to off that song.
I would probably hope so if everything was in line with the paperwork. I would probably hope so. You know what I mean? Either way, your voice is everywhere. You have won personal championships. You've been on championship rosters such as The Rock. You have classic albums of with MOP of your own cult following, right?
Yeah, you know absolutely.
I mean? Like, and you still, and that, like I said, that was just the most impressive thing to see. A person who has had that and reached that level of success still put it in like it's his first time putting the cleats on.
That's crazy.
And here you are, Aaron Rodgers, you over in Egypt and still doing just juvenile type things. I don't know. I don't know, man.
This is why he's retired from the what the hell. Because I can literally do what the hell on this guy every single week.
Oh my goodness.
I don't get it. And then now he's talking about, oh, well, this training camp, this is the hardest training camp in the last 7 or 8 years of my career. I bet. I bet it is. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. Oh my goodness, man. Listen. I was trying to think, was it another subject that I had that I want to get to? But it's not coming to me yet. I wish it would because it was I don't understand for the life of me, Corey. Why Antonio Brown, why he keeps playing with this CTE stuff. Nowadays when he tweets, he keeps tweeting hashtag CTESPN. I don't know if he's joking around, if he's playing. I just wouldn't maybe speak certain things into the air. If if
Yeah.
that was me, I don't know if you've seen it, but I follow him, so I've been seeing it. I'm just trying to figure out what's behind it. Is he made? Did somebody say that maybe he had CTE and he's making a mockery of it? I don't know. But I hope he's in good health. That's all I got.
I think with him, you don't really know what's real and what's not. I think the blurred lines between reality and fantasy is something to him, or he's a comedian. And I'm hoping that it's the latter.
I'm hoping it's the latter, Corey. I promise you, I'm hoping it's the latter.
I think that even playing around with CTF, like as I got older, Big V, I'm really big into energy and things that's out in the spirits of the world and all that stuff. Like I ain't saying I'm doing yoga or nothing like that, but I'm real big on what I speak about, right? And me as a cancer survivor, if someone is joking about cancer, I personally take offense to that because you don't get cancer by yourself. Your family goes through it with you getting the CTE. There has been murder suicides by people, players, as of late. I remember one, I think I can't remember the name because this is off the top of my head. He played with the 49ers briefly, or whatever. And he did a murder suicide on himself, obviously, and his kids, his family. And it was come to find out that he had CTE. A lot of players, even in the 70s and 80s, before we even knew what it was out committing suicide because they just couldn't deal with it. And unfortunately, you don't know about this until that said person has passed on. We won't know anything about this, God forbid, obviously, no matter what, until Antonio Brown has passed on. I'm just real big about putting stuff in the air
Yeah.
and not saying, look, I won't playing around with cancer before, but I got it at the time or whatever. But I'm just real big on energy, man, because a lot of times, even if it don't hit you, it might hit that person that you love or whatever, and you're gonna feel like a real idiot putting that stuff out in the air. So I'm real careful with that. So I'm hoping that he's just being a jerk. I can live with that. I'm with you. I'm hoping that he's healthy and all that stuff because it seems like a lot of things. I remember that hit. I want to say it was a playoff game. Man,
Perfect.
Antonio Brown, he got rocked
My
against
birth
Cincinnati.
the perfect
Perfect,
hit. Your perfect
perfect.
hit.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, perfect. And saw my man eyes roll up in the back of his head. And to me, he hasn't been the same since then. I don't remember the shenanigans prior to that. I just don't. I'm no doctor. I'm nobody to diagnose anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if we was to find that out down the line.
Brother Antonio Brown, man. We love you up here. You know what I mean? Hope you're healthy, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Shout out to everybody who be tuning in each and every week of the Zone Sports Podcast. You know what I mean? We will be off next week, though. My man Corey will be on call and all that. So we're going to be taking next week off. Sorry we missed y'all last week. You know what I mean? I had a lot to get done. I was on tour and all that. But, yo, you know what I mean? We love y'all. Keep supporting us on IG, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you find the clips, wherever you're watching the show. We appreciate y'all. You know what I mean?
Word up.
All the zoners and zonettes out there. You heard? Corey, man, y'all know how we end this thing. Y'all know how we do, right? Y'all know how we do, baby.
Peace.
Peace.